this.
I hope it was a lovely day.
So we need that one back open. God, technology. So good evening everybody. Yeah, good. Alright, hello and welcome back everybody. I am Moonchildno1 and tonight we are playing Hidden Agenda. Hidden Agenda is another story-driven adventure game, a bit like Detroit, Become a Human. It's done by the same people that did Until Dawn. Until Dawn was a fantastic game. It's done by Supermassive Games. If you've ever played it, if you haven't, go and check it out. It's absolutely brilliant. I've had Hidden Agenda for a while, but never actually got around to playing it. So it is like a crime thriller, same sort of thing. It's all sort of like adventure games, but it's done with PlayLink, so it's done all over your mobile phone or tablet. So we will be doing this tonight. Hope everyone's good. Spin that round, see if that goes. Moonchildno1 is in control.
In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work together to solve the crime, and play the story you want to see. In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work together to solve the crime, and play the story you want to see.
Alright, let's trap yourself here, everyone.
Work together to solve the crime, and play the story you want to see.
Alright, let's trap yourself here, everyone. Let's start. I'm hoping the chat works better tonight as well, if anyone does pop in. We'll soon find out, won't we? Okay. Oh, that's a don't open the door situation, that isn't it? I think I just said don't open the door.
Any callers in the vicinity of 535 Meeker, 1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
What's this biography up there? Oh, there's little clips up here. Okay. Officers Marnie and Nelson respond to the sighting of the Trapper serial killer.
You ready for this?
Of course I'm ready.
Rookie cop in the third
Nice and easy.
precinct.
Textbook college. What's the play?
Partner in the third precinct.
Vote for choices by moving your pointer inside the box.
Cautious, let's scope it out. Confident. We'll take the front door.
It doesn't feel right.
Let's go
Scope it
cautious.
out.
Hello to anyone that's in the chat.
Split up.
I'll take the door around back.
Windows mine.
Stealth mode. See you in there.
So I've got the live stream on my tablet and it's not showing any live comments. So I do apologise if anyone is talking because the comment section on
Use your
PlayStation
pointer
the
to
other day
hit the
wasn't working
target before
properly,
the
so-
timer runs out.
Yep, I got that, don't worry. Oh, I tried. I've got to investigate where a cop went. Banging tune.
Tom,
Oh, what do you reckon? Let's go cautious this time.
he's in here.
Hands up now!
To shoot, move your pointer onto the target. Think before you shoot. You do not have to open fire.
Sometimes you just do.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
It's just a warning shot. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Don't do that. Let's go hostage. Oh, well, this will go well.
The hunt for the Trapper came to a dramatic end tonight as police from the 3rd Precinct arrested their primary suspect, Jonathan Finn. Finn is wanted in connection with a string of grisly murders that has gripped the city and claimed the lives of first response police officers. More on this story as it develops.
Well, we in 10
Ladies
minutes,
and
I've already
gentlemen,
killed someone.
the
so.
accused, Jonathan Finn,
go,
is
well.
guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called Trapper Killer, has terrorized our community with his brutal murder spree. Booby-trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. One such hero was Officer Tom Nelson, who died as he and his partner were making the arrest that brought us here today. Jonathan Finn has confessed to every single one of these crimes. Why? Because he hopes you will see him as a man, a fellow human being. But this is only another one of the Trapper's clever ploys. We cannot trust this man. He has a deceitful, twisted, villainous mind, and nothing he says or does will ever change that. I therefore recommend punishment to the full extent of the law, no less than the death penalty. Thank you.
Jonathan Finn, for the crimes for which you have been found guilty, I hereby sentence you to death by lethal injection.
Oh.
This court is adjourned.
Got a plot point come up.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
Trapper murdered and sentenced to death. Let's face it, he's probably not really the actual killer, is he?
This is The Crawl. Let's kick it off tonight with our very own homegrown villain, Johnny Finn, the Trapper. Sucker's been on death row for 5 whole years. Mr. Trapper's only got 48 hours left on our big blue marble, so I thought, hey, did you know one of the victims? Phones are open. Caller 1, you're on.
Hey, so, well, yeah, man. I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know? So he got messed up as a kid. I mean, that's no excuse to take it out on our finest boys in blue.
I hear you, but it ain't like our cops got the finest reputation, you know? Look at Marnie, for one. Promotion to homicide, medal, the works. This gal's on top of the world, and guess what? Turns out she's dirtier than the rest of us down here in the mud. Mishandling evidence, improper conduct, who knows what else?
Damn. Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
Can we pause it there? Okay, so if we pause on the phone, I just want to check something. Few comments. Okay. On pause.
Good morning, everyone. Caught another pair of John Does this weekend. We're quickly racking up red names on this board, and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
Just put Marnie the Magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective Calvary, pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
Hey. Don't let Calvary get to you. Ever since he got internal affairs eyes on you,
Becky
he
arrested
acts
the
like some
trapper
kind
and
of
was brought to
moral
the homicide.
At this point,
They
I
were
just
accused of
tune out.
mishandling evidence at
Seriously?
a crime scene.
You doing all right?
I'd be doing a lot better if Calvary would take a short walk off a tall building.
I would keep your distance until all this inquiry bullshit blows over. Don't throw IA any bones.
Yeah.
Detective Marnie, we have a word in my office.
Got so many things to read on your phone as well.
Look, Marnie,
What should
I'm not supposed to comment on an ongoing internal affairs investigation, but
maybe you could try and
if it starts affecting my
screen
best
grab my
detective...
phone at some point, like I.
I'm sorry, sir.
Nick, don't apologize. You're a good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
Thank you for believing in me, sir.
You know, it sometimes feels like we don't have a choice in these things, but you do.
If anyone does jump in or has
Yes,
jumped in,
of course.
don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already.
But I know the trapper's set for execution in
Even the
48
like
hours.
helps me out a lot, so.
It's a heavy load. Knowing you send someone to death row, I don't want you to be distracted.
No, I'll stand by my decision.
Knowing Jonathan Finn's about to make his exit is what gets me up in the morning, sir.
Better than a cup of coffee.
What about that?
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
You want to give me a little preview?
He can be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
I know how to get what I need. Call you after.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Your attorney says you've got something you want to share with me? You've got 5 minutes. Piss around and I'm out of here.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody. I used to blame God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive.
You can't forgive your abusers once you've put them in the ground. Forgiveness doesn't work like that.
I didn't kill anyone!
Finn, calm down.
Calm? I'm about to fucking die! And nobody will know the truth.
What do you mean? What truth?
I'm gonna die a liar. A dirty, sinning liar.
Truth about what?
The confession, the murders, everything!
Oh, so now you didn't kill them. The chaplain, the orderly? Then who did? Adam Jones?
Adam was my friend at the orphanage. Things we'd been through together, who could blame him for killing them?
I'm listening, but you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close. Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, because I'm in here.
Give a little blast for your spice weasel.
Pretty convenient.
Bam.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a hen house. You have no idea what it was like in there. The playroom. Well, that's what he called it, but I think he was the only one who was having any fun in there. Cops never found it?
No.
Well, you can go see for yourself.
Not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam, now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, It's better if I draw you a map.
Come on, watch. You got my attention. Oh, what's going on out there?
Hey! What's going on?
No one's in that camera, mate.
Stop. Finn, stay back.
I just want to talk.
He just wants to talk. Father of Mitsuki was chosen.
Ah! God damn it! Ah! God, my face! Hey! Hey! Settle down and take it easy.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Lana, your client just tried to assault me, okay? He's dangerous. If you're looking to get him out of here, it's not gonna happen. Ever.
Jesus.
Ever.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Look, that's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops track down Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
Not enough to overturn.
Finn is not a good man. But if he dies, and you didn't do everything in your power to make sure he is the trapper, could you live with yourself?
Let's go support him.
Yeah. You're right. Let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet. Thank you so much for seeing me so quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
I like that line.
Are you buying his story?
Oh, so
I have doubts, but we do have a record of an Adam Jones at the orphanage. Same time as Finn.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
I'll be optimistic.
I'm not sure what the truth is, but I know it's out there, and we need time to find it.
Apparently, you need to release a convicted serial killer to find it.
Just long enough to lead the police to Adam Jones.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you do?
I don't think it's my place to make that kind of decision, sir.
I'm sorry, Miss Graves, but Finn has gotten into your head once, and he's doing it again. He's clearly a desperate man. just dredging up anything he can from his past to delay the inevitable. There's just not enough here for me to take any action. Finn stays put. The execution will go on as planned.
Hey, Lana.
No go, huh?
Yeah, Vanstone's mind's made up.
Alright. There's one more thing you can do for me.
I feel like you're running out of favors here.
The police and homicide won't talk to me. They think
He
I'm
was
just as bad as my
unconvinced, apparently.
clients. But they'll talk to you.
Not surprised.
I don't know. I'm not sure Homicide will talk to me either.
It's over in a couple hours either way. For Finn.
God damn it. Fine. I'll let you know how it goes. And I need a raise.
Then you should have gone into corporate law. Don't you know that crime doesn't pay?
Yeah.
Ha. She made it funny. If you're still there, Mike, hello. The live chat ain't coming up on the screen, bruv, so... I'll keep disappearing and checking my phone. And that's probably why it's come up. You've disconnected. You're still here. This is why I hate technology, mate. La la la. And you have to keep going to and fro. Return to... No, that'll be fine. We're back.
Sounds like a load of fresh horse manure. Case is airtight. We caught him in the act, for Christ's sake. You want to tell me why, exactly, we should be listening to that scumbag?
Because he's less of a prick than you.
I'm sorry to spring this on you. We all want the same thing. A man is about to be put to death, and we need to make sure he deserves it.
Oh, Jonathan Finn deserves it. Of that I am sure.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what?
I don't know what
Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
I'm just covering every possibility. But yeah, I think he's lying. I just don't know how much. Finn tells me Rominsky had a secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I'd remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you find anything that might suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn.
Wait, looking for excuses,
I do
mate.
recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn.
If you're not part of the
confessed that
solution,
scene
what are
opened
you?
and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze.
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. This case is closed. Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair.
The RV park, right? That was the... social worker. And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed
opportunity.
Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
So, already
I didn't ask for a running commentary, Calvary. I think the record is clear. Detective Marnie showed extreme bravery in a difficult situation. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear what happened from you. At least you were actually there.
Sure. Catherine Hope was a social worker at Las Palmas Orphanage. We didn't know Finn had her. We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo. Should have been a piece of cake, but that night everyone was on pins and needles because the trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
We'll search the area first.
This is 609 on the CFBIP. Open exit on the highway. No perp. Gonna make an entry to the trailer.
609 acknowledged. Caution advised.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen. Use your pointer to highlight the clues before the timer runs out. Some of these clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
Clues found. Shoes. Something there. Oh, I missed one. That's gonna do me later. What the fuck is that? Very high possibility she's got a bomb strapped to her.
Help me! Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh God, please help me, please. What's happening?
Right, looks like in about 15 seconds you're gonna die. Oh, let's try and help.
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer. Oh crap.
Oh God! Oh my God, get me out of there! Ah!
Hey, calm down, please.
You ain't got time, though.
Hurry!
if you have got some, good girl.
Well, at least we only had one.
Right, I want to try something.
Casualty that night.
Not that it did a lot of good. Social worker was killed in a hit and run a few weeks later.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Finn must have seen you coming. Cut up.
Come on. Oh, you gotta find it. So I'm just trying to change what device I'm on. Then I can keep an eye on the comments on my phone. If not, I'll just have to keep skipping. Nah.
We're finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
It was very brave of you to go in there alone.
I was, just doing my job.
And, how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered them as the Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him, Dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
Okay, let's ease up on the pissing contest, all right? Let's at least try to pretend to work together.
The Trapper case shook everyone up. I think we've poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Anything else we can help you with?
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Well, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records and run them against evidence found at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Cavalry, stop. We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it. Let you know if we find anything.
Thank you.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really
No,
happy.
here he is. Well, it's not get too friendly with people.
See you later, Detective Marnie.
Ripple effect updated. Research. Felicity kept things professional with Becky. Yes, we did.
Huh. A rat trap. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, local undertaker, drunk, no apparent connection to Las Palmas orphanage. After the murder, the Trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door and the first responding officer was killed. Second target, Frederick LeMay. Orderly at Las Palmas. Drug charges, assaults, but no convictions. Trapper left his body in a pitch-black room and filled the light fixture with C4. First responding officer flipped the switch, and sayonara. Third target, Father Rominsky. The Trapper had sewn explosives inside his body, wired to blow if he moved a muscle. Left him sitting in a prayer position, and he was forced to confess his sins, namely the abuse he and his cronies conducted at the orphanage. The first responder was... it was Sergeant Teller. A theory. While the first target had no apparent connection to Las Palmas, all the responding officers were from the 3rd Precinct, including Detective Marnie. Were the initial victims just a smokescreen, and the real targets the 3rd Precinct police? Why would he target them? Contacts.
Who would you like to call?
Oh, who should we go for? Yeah, let's call Becky.
Becky Marnie.
Calling Becky Marnie.
Hi, Detective Marnie. This is Felicity Graves.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry for calling so late, but I've just been going over the case files and... Do you mind if I run a theory by you?
Sure. Hit me.
Well, I noticed that all of the first responders were from the 3rd Precinct, including yourself. And do you think it's possible that the real targets in each of the Trapper killings were actually the first responding officers?
I suppose it's possible.
Can you think of a motive?
Well, I'm not trying to accuse the cops of anything, and I know you were one of the responders, too. So that's kind of why I was wondering if there might be something there, some grudge. You knew the other cops, right? Do you know if there's any reason to think that Finn might have targeted them?
Honestly, I could think of a million reasons. I was in the 3rd Precinct, sure, but I got out of there as soon as I could.
How do you mean?
Place was a hellhole, at least back then. Drugs, bribes, you name it. Those were not good guys.
Still?
A lot of it cleaned up pretty soon after the Trapper killings.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you. You've been very helpful, Detective Marnie.
No problem.
No problem.
And call me Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
No problemo. Again, hello to anyone that's lurking away in the chat.
This is 125 at the 1016. Making entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
This is the police.
I suppose
Anyone
this is
here?
set up like an actual film kind of storyline. It's going to take a while to get into it because we're, what, 45 minutes in? Film-wise, what we talk, that's pretty much the first act in it. So now story, plots and stuff should start coming in. Hopefully. I'm enjoying it though, because I think this game was 2017, and we're talking, I mean, it's still pretty, graphics still look pretty clean.
Oh dear God.
Story so far seems well written, character development.
Can you hear me?
Personally a bit slow at the moment, but I mean, it goes into a little bit of detail on the phone. Weren't expecting that. On your phone you've got different tiles and stuff. You have like a logbook, you've got biographies, ripple events, things like that. It keeps flashing up and updating after.
Hey, what's going on?
Becky, it's
What?
It's not good. The victim. It's one of us.
One of us. One of us.
What? What happened?
We're still sorting through the mess, but call came in, there was a body. Responder showed up. Body was rigged. It looks just like a trapper murder.
Police? Who? How?
It's cavalry.
What? No, that doesn't... That's ridiculous.
I don't know all the details yet. We're still sorting through the mess. It's pretty rough in there.
Oh my God.
Cavalry. Cavalry is only one in the company of an identified prostitute. The murder fitted
Excuse me,
the
would you
trapper serial
please
killer.
stay clear of my working area? Thank you.
From what we can piece together, it looks like Cavalry was indulging in some private hospitality.
Hired hospitality?
Yep.
Track her down?
Just the manager's vague description, brunette, 20s.
Great.
Cavalry's firearm was discharged, full clip. But the only blood in here is his own. And, Officer Montesino's.
The responder?
Cavalry's body was rigged. With traps.
Fuck.
Oh, quick, find some clues, find some clues. Oh, his phone's lagging, phone's lagging.
Oh God. It's really him.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
Becky, I tried to call you last night.
Yeah?
You didn't answer.
I didn't feel like talking.
Where were you?
Do you really think I could do something like this? Listen to
I'm
yourself.
not saying that.
Oh no, but it's the first thing that pops up in there.
It's motive. Becky, we look for motive first thing we do. I just want to rule it out.
Whatever you're thinking, stop.
I'm trying to help you.
Yes, I hated Calvary. I hated Calvary, but not like this.
Becky.
This is insane. This just makes things a million times worse.
Don't put me in as a suspect.
And you're not helping.
Who do you think you are?
That's the end of part 1. Check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on.
Alright, well that's the end of part 1. That was me dropping everything. What's that, part 1? 48, 49 minutes. Someone was killed by a truck rigged by Calvary's body. Oh God, what have I done? Right, I'm going to try and change this around. Let's see if it works on here. hello to anyone that's still lurking in the chat. Hope you're well. Ah, there you go. This might work a little bit better. Use my phone. Right, so if anyone does watch this to this point, and they can tell me why the chat section on the screen doesn't work, that would be fantastic. If anyone wants to go get themselves a drink or some snacks, I'm gonna disappear for 2 minutes. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue Yeah, it's got about the same feel. So continue. What's this? What is it? Go back. Continue. Okay. Is it only going to do it from my phone, do you reckon? Because my phone was... It shouldn't... Controller's a controller, isn't it? Well, if this don't work, we'll call it here and we'll try again to... Like... We'll try again for episode 2. And I'll just rebroadcast as episode 2, but... Waiting for correct players? I don't get that. Click help. If you're having difficulty connecting with your mobile device, this can help with your Wi-Fi. Starting a Wi-Fi hotspot always calls any currently connected players to be... Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So that should have knocked you out. Okay, it's retrying with me tablet. I'm sorry this is taking so long. This bit's going to be boring for anyone that's watching it. I do apologise. Things I know I can put a note in the comments to say skip from like 48 minutes. I might put it in the title. Because I've got no way of editing this down because it's streaming straight from the PlayStation. Okay. Choose a colour. Green. Don't even let me choose a colour now. Oh. Oh, technology, man. Okay. It doesn't like that. Alright guys, what we're going to do then, we're just going to call it there for now. And then we'll come back another time for episode 2. And if I can cut all this bit out, I will, but if not, I'm sorry. But thank you to anyone that's popped in, said hello, jumped in the chat. Don't don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you again very soon for episode 2. Thank you very much, guys. It's been emotional.